31 to 35, any particular question? Quadratic? Next, 36 to 40. Number of male viewers of season 1 in town P. Season 1 in town P is what percent of the total number of male viewers of season 1 in all towns together? Right. Season 1 in town P. This is about male viewers. Season 1 town P, male viewers 24 is what percent of male viewers of season 1 in all the towns? All the towns. So male viewers only 24 and every alternate number 24, 56, 80, 80, 80 plus 31, 111, 111 plus 24, 135. Out of 135, 24 forms what percentage? And this is what you need to calculate. Now look at the denominator. What is 20% of denominator? 27. But our numerator is 24. You need to subtract 3. And if 20% is 27, what about 2%? 2.7. You need to subtract more than that. Let it be 2.1% or 2.2%. If you subtract 2.1% from 20, that will be 17.9% or 17.8%. Very close to 17.9. Which option? Fifth option, 17.78. Next. The percentage increase in the total number of viewers with respect to the previous season is highest for which of the given combinations? Right. So this question is based on options. ఎందుకంటే డైరెక్ట్గా మనం చేయాలంటే చేయలేము. ఆప్షన్స్లో ఏదైతే హైయెస్టో అది క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసుకోవటం బెటర్. నా ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ సేస్ టౌన్ క్యూ సీజన్ 2. సీజన్ 2 టౌన్ క్యూ. ఈజ్ ఇట్ అబౌట్ మేల్ ఆర్ ఫీమేల్ ఆర్ టోటల్ పాపులేషన్? Total population. What is total population here? 108. Previous year 89. 108. 89 becomes 108. Percentage increase. Hold it. This is first option. Second option, town P in season 5. Season 5 town P. Total population in previous season 118. 118 increases to how much is this? 155. 155. What? ఏమైంది? Town yes, season 3. Season 3 town yes. Previous year it was 93 and it becomes 111. 93 becomes 111. And then town 4, town R, season 3. Season 3, town R. Previous year it was 75 and now it becomes 91. 75 becomes 91. Next, fifth option, town Q, season 4. Season 4, town Q. Previous year 105. Now it becomes 180. 105 becomes 180. And you're asked about highest percentage increase. Near about lowest or highest? The highest percentage increase is the highest, right? What is difference here? 19, which is not even 20% or near about 20%. Here it is 37. 37 near about 30%. Not even 20%. Near about 30%. 75%. 75%. Option 5. Next, 38. In which season is the total number of viewers third highest in town Q? This is about town Q. They said viewers, it includes both male and female for town Q. Season 1, how many are there? 89. Next year, season 2, 108. Next, 105. Next, 180. Next, more than 200. More than 200. Don't need to add, because here asked about third highest. This is the highest, this is second highest, and this is third highest. Which one is this? Season 2. What is the average number of female viewers of season 4 across all the towns? Season 4 female. Season 4 female. Let's calculate that. 66. From then every alternate number. 66, 84, 52, and then 40. Now let's add everything. 60, 40, 100, 80, 50, 130, total 230, 240, 2. You're asked about average, so divided by 4 or 5, 4. How much is this 242 by 4? 60.5. Answer 60. 48. What is the percentage increase in the number of female viewers of town yes from season 3 to season 5? Yes, female. Yes, female. From town 3, season 3 to season 5. Season 3 to season 5. 47 becomes 55. Break vastunda. From 47 it increases to 55, increased by 8 from where? 47. Percentage, right? So into 100. Let's go for denominator. 20% is 9.4. From this you need to subtract 1.4. Then it becomes 8. What about 1%? 0.47. Near about half. How many halves are there? 3. That will be near about 3%. If you subtract 3% from this, the answer will be near about 17%. Which option? Fourth option. Battery kottadena? Battery kottadena? Right. Next, 41 to 45. So total number is 96,000. Distribution of number of management students, both male and female. So we have 6 cities and their respective ratio is given between male and female. Now, 41. What is the central angle corresponding to the number of management students in city B? City B, 28%. 100% is equal to 360 degrees. It asked about 28 degrees, 28%. That will be 25% plus 3%. 25% is 90 degrees. 1% is 3.6. 3% is 3.6 into 3. 10.8 degrees total. 100.8. 42. Number of female management students in cities E and F together is what percent of the number of male management students in city B? Now, let me write the ratio here. For A it is 5:3. 8 parts 2 times. B 4:3. 7 parts 4 times. C 5:4 into 1 time. D 7:5. 12. 12 becomes 20. So I'll write it as 20 as 12 plus 8. You can write 8 as 12 into 2 by 3. 12 into 2 by 3. So 1 time plus 2 by 3 times. So that will be into 1 2 by 3 times. Correct? Next. E we have 6:5. 11 parts, 11% into 1 time. F 11:5, 16 parts. This is also into 1 time. Now, అంటే ఇక్కడ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్కి ఈజీ కాబట్టి ఆ చివరి దాకా పోలేక నేను రాసుకున్నా అంతే. మీరు రాయక్కర్లా. మీ చెయ్యి అక్కడక్కడే తిరుగుతుంది కదా. నేనంటే ఆ ఊరు వెళ్ళాలి. 42. Number of female management students in E and F. Female from E and F. What percent of male from city B? City B. Male to female ratio total 7 parts. That is 4 times. Male are 4 parts. That is 16. So denominator is 16. That is very clear. And female from E and F. E 11 parts. Female are 5 parts. So which is 5. And F 16 parts. 16 into time 1 time. So 5 parts will be 5%. Total that is 10 percentage, right? So into 100. You can write this number as 5 by 8. What do you mean by 5 by 8 conversion? 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 5 by 8, 7 by 8. Did you remember? 1 by 8, 12.5%. 3 by 8, 37.5%. 5 by 8, 62.5%. 7 by 8, 87.5%. Did you remember all those? Whenever you have 8 in denominator, you will get half in percentage. 5 by 8 will be equal to 62.5%. If you know all those conversions from percentage to fraction or fraction to percentage, conversion would be very easy. Next. 43. Average number of male students in cities E and C together is what percent less than female management students in city D? Female from city D. Female city D 20%, 12 parts, and it is 1 2 by 3 times. You are asked about female. 5 1 time 5, 5 into 2 by 3, 10 by 3, 10 by 3, that is 3 1 by 3. So 5 plus 3 1 by 3 in the sense 8 1 by 3. So it is 8 1 by 3. And then male from C and E. C 9%, 9 parts, 5 parts, 5%. That is 5 male part. And then E 11%, 11 parts, 6 parts, 6%. But you are asked about average by 2. 11 by 2 in the sense 5.5, 5.5. Here you have 8 1 by 3. If you convert this, this becomes 25 by 3. And this is 11 by 2. You can directly take these numbers, but simplification takes time. I want to eliminate denominators. LCM of denominators is 6. Let's multiply every number with 6. So this becomes 33 and it becomes 50. 33 is how much less than 50? 17. Out of 50. Percentage, right? So into 100. 2 times 34. 34% less. Next, what is the respective ratio between total number of female management students in B and C together and total number of male students from the city A and F? Female from B and C 7 parts, 28%. 1 part is 4 times. Female are 3 parts here. 3 4s 12. Remember? And C 9 parts, 9%. Each part is 1 time. 4 parts, 4%. Earlier we have 12, now it is 4. Total 16% by male from A and F. A, 1 part is 2 times. Male are 5 parts, that is 10. And F, 16 parts, 16%. 1 part is 1 time. 11 parts, 11. 11 plus 10, 21. No more cancellation, 16 by 21. First option. 45. If 70% of management students from male and female together of city E and 65% of management students of city C are science graduates, what is the difference between number of science graduate management students in E and C? Out of E, what percent they said? 70%. E total it is 11%. Out of 11, 70% is 7.7%. And from C, they said 65%. C we have total 9. Out of 9, 65%. Or you can say 9% of 65. 9% of 65 in the sense 10% minus 1%, that is 0.65. 6.50 minus 65, how much is this? 5.85. So that is 5.85%. You're asked about difference. Instead of 5.85%, you subtract 6 and add 0.15%. If you subtract 6 from this, you have 1.7 and then 0.15%, that is 1.85%. This is your difference. And you need to calculate this. How will you get this? 2% minus 0.15%. Is it clear? Now, what is 1%? 2%? 1920. So 2% is 1920 minus 0.15%. Now what is 1%? 960. 0.1%? 96. 0.05%, half of 96. Half of 96, 48. 96 plus 48, 144. So you need to subtract 144. How much is this? 120 minus 44, 76. Answer should end with 76. There is only one. 1776. You need not to calculate the total value. Next, there are X number of students in a college. Each of them can speak either one or more languages, one or more of the following foreign languages: Spanish, French, Japanese. The respective ratio of male and female is 11:7. Male to female ratio 11:7, they said. Now, 16% of the male can speak Spanish, and 20% can speak French, 18% can speak Japanese, 10% Spanish and French, 8% French and Japanese, 16% Japanese and Spanish, remaining 66 members all other languages, in the sense French, Japanese, Spanish. Let me calculate number here. 16, 20, 36. 36 plus 18, 54, 64, 72, 88. Remaining 12%. If 12% is equal to 66, 12 5 times 60, 12.5 times 6. So 12 into 5.5. So then 100% will be equal to 550. So which is equal to how many parts? So if 11 parts is equal to 550, one part is 50. 7 parts is 750 is 350. So what is total number here? 900. So total we have 900 people. Now this is 66. Now 24% of the female can speak Spanish 16%, French 12%, Japanese 22%, Spanish and French 14%, French and Japanese 6%, Japanese and then Spanish, remaining female can speak all. Let me calculate the number. 40, 52, 74, 88, 94, remaining 6%. Now, let's go to questions. 46. Number of female students who can speak only 2 of the given languages is what percent less than number of male students who can speak only 2 of the given languages? Only 2. Only 2 in the sense, these 3 only, right? Spanish, French, French, Japanese, Spanish and then Japanese. In terms of percentage, 12, 22, 36, 42. 42% of what? 350. And male students 18, 34. 34% of what? 550. And you know the ratio, right? Basically, how much is this? 7:11. Any more cancellations here? Cancellation with 2, 21 times, 17 times. Let me calculate this number here. 21 7 times, 147. And here it is 17 11 times, 17 10 times plus 17. 170 plus 17. 187. This is about female and this is about male. You're asked about what percent? Less. 147 is how much less than 187? 40 out of 187 percentage, so into 100. 10% of denominator, 18.7. 20%? 20% is 37.4. Still you need to add 2.6. What about 1%? 1.8. 2% will be more than that. 2% is 3.74. But you cannot add that. So number is near about 1.5%. Answer should be 21.5%. Near about 21.5%. Yeah, round it off to nearest integer, which is 21. Next. What is the difference between number of male students who can speak Japanese and number of female students who can speak the same? Japanese. Male to female difference. Right. Japanese. Wherever J is there, you need to consider that. This one and then last 3. 18 plus 8, 26, 42. And in terms of percentage, you know that this is 12%. And 50. So male students are 54% of 550 and about female 12, 26, 32, 38. So this is 38%. Let's calculate in terms of number. You can say 54% of 550 or 550% of 54. 500% of this number is 5 times. 54 5 times. 54 10 times and make it half. 54 10 times is 540. Half of that 270. If 500% of this number is 270, 50% is 27. How much is this? 297. Now 38% of 350 or 40% minus 2%. 10% 35. 20% double 70. 40% again double 140 minus, this is 40%. From this you need to subtract 2%. 1% 3.5. 2% 7. 140 minus 7 133. Now look at your question. You are just asked about difference. 200 100 100 97 33 64 164. Next 48. What is the respective ratio between total number of female students who can speak all the given languages and the number of male students who can speak all the given languages? You are just asked about ratio between people who can speak all the languages, male to female ratio. Male ratio 12%, female 6. So that is 12% of 11 parts, 6% of 7 parts, 2 times 22 by 7. Is it female to male? Okay, in that case 7 by 22. 7 is to 22. Next, number of female students who can speak Spanish is approximately what percent of the total number of male students who can speak the same? This is just about Spanish. Female Spanish. Spanish, wherever yes is there, you need to take that. First one, fourth one, last two. Male 16, 26, 42, 54%. 54% of 550. I think we have already calculated. 297. This is 297. And then intaku mundu kuda Spanish ena? Okay, Japanese. Right. Now female Spanish 24, 22, 46, 46 plus 6, 52 plus 6. Now 58% of 350. 60% minus 2%. 10% 35. 60% in the sense into 6. Yes or no? Wait a minute. 35 into 6. This is what you need to calculate. But visualize this number as 2 into 3. 35 2 times, round figure, 73 times 210. 210. This is 60%, but we need 58%. From this you need to subtract 2%. 7. If you subtract 7 from this, 203. Or else, in the previous question we have calculated 38%. That time we got it as 133. If you want 58%, you need to add 20%. 10% is 35, 20% is 70. Add 70, 203. So that you can reuse the data, which you have already done. Now, what is your question? Number of female who can speak Spanish is approximately what percent? 203 is what percent of 297 percentage rate, so into 100. Wait a minute, this is near about 200. This is near about 300. 200 by 300 in the sense 2 by 3. 2 by 3 in the sense 66, 2 by 3. Answer should be nearby that. Look at your options. 68 and then 64. Both are there. అది ఎక్కువ ఉంది తక్కువ ఉంది అంటే అది ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది. అది ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది అంటే 66 కంటే ఎక్కువ అవ్వాలి. 68 ఆన్సర్. See, if it is 200 by 300, answer is 2 by 3, which is 66, 2 by 3%. But our numerator is more than this and denominator is less than this. Room lo cake quantity ekku undi, number of students, number of people takku unnaru. Ante quantity ekku vastha takku vastha? Matladru. Our numerator is cake quantity and denominator is number of people. Compared with 200 we have more quantity. Compared with 300 we have less number of students. Will you get more quantity or less quantity? Answer should be more than 66, 2 by 3%. With that reason you can eliminate 64. Answer 68. నేను అదే ఇందాక ఆలోచించింది. ఇది ఎక్కువ, ఇది తక్కువ, కాబట్టి ఎక్కువ. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? నెక్స్ట్ What is the value of x mentioned in the passage? You know that? How much is that? 900. క్వాంటిటీ పైది కిందది కిందది పైది తీసుకున్నారంటే అన్యాయం అయిపోతారు. అదేనా మాట్లాడుతుంది? అట్లా తీసుకోకూడదు. ఏ పడితే రివర్స్ చేయకూడదు నాయనా. ఆడవాళ్ళు చూడండి, బంగారం లాంటి పిల్లలు. ప్లేట్ మార్చేసా, వీళ్ళు ఏం మాట్లాడట్లా. మీరే ఏదో సలహాలన్నీ వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. మీరు కూడానా? డైమండా? 51 to 55 నాకు సంబంధం లేదు కదా, అయినా నేను వదిలేశాను. 56 to 60. Quantity 1 of the science books in a certain supply room, 40 are botany, 35 are geology, 30 are physics, 40 are geology, 55 are chemistry. Total how many are there? 40, 35, 75 plus 55, 130, 130 plus 40, 170 plus 30, 200. So far we have 200 books. If science books are removed randomly from the supply room, how many must be removed to ensure that 20 of the books removed are on the same science subject? What is this? Anni science hai kada? How many must be removed to ensure that 20 of the books removed are on the same science subject? All are science. Physical science है, chemistry science है ना, అది కూడా science है. Chemistry science है కదా? అవును. Hey, I am a chemistry student. Yes, I am a chemistry student. Yeah, all are sciences only. Meaningless actually. How many must be removed to ensure that 20 of the books removed are on the same science subject? 20 తీసేయాలి అంతే. లెట్స్ సీ క్వాంటిటీ 2. ఎంతసేపు టైం వేస్ట్ చేయడానికి ఇచ్చి ఉండొచ్చేమో క్వశ్చన్ కూడా. ఇన్ ఏ ప్రింటింగ్ షాప్ 25 men can print a book of costing 200 pages, of counting 200 pages in 30 days. Okay, while working 6 hours per day. This book contains 10 lines per page. Okay, and each of the line contains 20 words. Okay, find how many days another group of 30 men will take to print a book of 400 pages while working 5 hours per day. While this book contains 20 lines per page and each contains 10 words, the efficiency of the first group is 50% more than the second group. Right. MDH by W. How many men are there? In the first case, 25 men, whose efficiency is 150% compared with other group. Okay. Men, how many days did they work? 30 days. And how many hours a day? 6 hours. And what is the work done by them? They have printed 200 pages and each page is having 10 lines and each line has 20 words. This is the total work done in the first case. And in second case, how many men were there? 30 men, and whose efficiency is 100%. They worked for how many days? I think that is what you need to calculate. How many days? Days you need to calculate. How many hours they are working now? 5 hours. And they have to print 400 pages and they have 20 lines and 10 lines per word. 2010, 2010, cancel. 200, 2 times. 100%, 50, 2 times. 50, 3 times. 30, 30, cancel. 5, 5 times. 2, 3 times. 5 3s, 15. 15 3s, 45. ఇంకెక్కడుంది 2? ఇక్కడుందా? Okay. 2 goes to that side. Quantity 2 becomes 90. Answer key lo em icharu? Anyone has key? No? Anyone? Right, next 57 then. Q ఉంటే చెప్పొచ్చు. నా డౌట్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ 20 of the books removed are on the each subject అని అర్థం. ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్ నుంచి 20 తీసేయాలి అని అనుకుంటే ఎన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయో చూసుకుంటాం. We have botany, zoology, physics, geology, chemistry. We have 5 subjects. From each if you take 20, that will be 100. In that case quantity 1 will be 100. I want to decide whether it is the same line or any mistake is there. Andukane answer adigindi. If at all quantity 1 is more than quantity 2, meaning of that statement should be like each science subject. Each science subject. Fine, next 57. Seven liters are drawn from a beaker full of spirit, then filled with water. Okay, 7 liters are drawn and water is filled with that. The operation is performed 2 more times. The ratio of the quantity of spirit now left in the beaker to that water is 27:64. How much spirit did the beaker hold in the original? Right. 80, 91. 3/8 whole cube. 3/4 whole cube. 1/4. 7, 28. Let's say 28. 7 liters drawn. 7 liters are drawn. In the sense, 1/4 is over. Remaining 3/4. 3/4. 3/4. This will be some number. Remaining will be 1/4 whole cube. Water to this. 1 minus 3 cube by 4 cube. యాడ్ చేస్తే ఎంత? 80, 91. బాలే. Original we have x quantity. 7 liters are drawn. Remaining spirit in the container is x minus 7 by x. First time is operated. And 7 liters of water is added now. Right? So total quantity is x again. Again 7 liters are drawn. Remaining quantity of spirit is x, again x minus 7. Second time operated. Again 7 liters of water added. Again total quantity is x liters. Again 7 liters are drawn. Remaining quantity is this one. This is the spirit in the container. Water will be equal to total quantity minus spirit, this one. Okay, let's first calculate this. X gets cancelled, that will be x minus 7 whole cube by x square. Remaining quantity is going to be x minus 7 whole cube by x square. Or 9 chala peddadi vastundiga. That will be, when you take x square common, this becomes x cube by x square gets cancelled. X minus 7 whole cube by x cube minus x minus 7 whole cube. This is equal to 27 by 64. If x is equal to, this has to be 3 cube. X minus 7 is equal to 3, then x should be equal to 10. Let's substitute. If x is equal to 10, 10 minus 7, 3 cube, 10 cube, 1000 minus 10 cube, పెద్దది వస్తుంది కదా. అయ్యా, 100 అయితే రాదు. Hold it. We'll discuss on next class this one. Sir చూస్తా రావట్లా. Let's complete quantity 2. Shopkeeper mixes 24 kgs of sugar worth 35 rupees per kg with another quality of sugar costing 42 rupees per kg. By selling the mixture at 41.04 per kg, he may gain 8%. Right. How much sugar of the second quality has been added to the mixture? Now, after selling it for 41.04, there is a gain of 8%. From this, you need to first calculate cost price. 108% is equal to 41.04. You need to calculate 100%. 100% is equal to how much? Near about 10%. 10% is 4. 4 subtract just 38. Let it be 38 rupees. I'll tell you why 38. 8%. What is 10%? 3.8. 1%? 0.38. And there is a difference of 8%. 8% will be equal to into 8. 0.38. I'll write it as, wait a minute, 0.4 minus 0.02. 0.4 8 times 3.2 minus 0.028 times 0.16. 3.20 minus 0.16 will be 3.04. To this number, if you can add 3.04, will you get 41.04 or not? Hence 38 is right. I'll tell you why 38. Verification kada vellam, 38 రాయటంలో ఉంది. 38 ఎలా రాశాను? What is difference here? 8%. Okay. So when you add 8% to some number, you are getting this. 108 and 100. Near about difference is 8%. I am treating 10%. What about 10% of this number? 4.1 something. 4.1 something. If you subtract 41, if you subtract 4 from 41, you are getting 37. 37. But 37, 1% ends with 7. When you take 8%, 7 8s, 56. Ends with 6. Is it ending with 6? Hence it is not 37. Let me take the other number, 38. Last digit 8. 1% ends with 8. 8% ends with 4. 64, right? Ends with 4. Satisfies. Hence it is 38. Now, mixture cost is 38 rupees cost price. And the first variety costs 24 rupees. And the second variety costs 42 rupees. Oh, sorry. Price is 35 rupees. Next is 42 rupees. Come on. Difference here is 4. Here it is 3. Ratio is 4:3. And how many kgs of first quantity we have? 24 kgs. So 4 parts is equal to 24. 1 part is 6. 3 parts is 18. Quantity 2 is 18. Next quantity 1, 58. In a class there are 5 girls and 7 boys. In how many ways can 5 students be chosen such that every time there is exactly 1 girl? 5 students in this call, every time 1 girl undali. Right. So you need to select how many girls? How many students? 5 out of 12. Permutation వేయాలి కదా ఇప్పుడు. 5 students be chosen, and every time there is exactly 1 girl. If you are expecting 1 girl, remaining 4 should be boys. This is 5p1, 7p4. There should be 1 girl out of 5. This is selection. See. అదే అక్క ఈరోజు ఏదో అయింది, కాంబినేషనే, అరేంజ్మెంట్ కాదు. 5c1 into 7c4. You are not asked about probability. You are just in how many ways can it be done. 1 girl from 5 girls can be done in 5c1 ways, and remaining 4 should be boys. 4 out of 7 can be done in 7c4. Right? How much is this? 5c1 5, 7c4 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 by 4 3 2 1. 4 4 cancel. 7 5 is 35. 35 5 times 175. Quantity 1. Next quantity 2. Seema scored 456 marks in an exam, and Sita got 54% of the marks in the same exam, which is 24 marks less than Seema. So 54% of the mark is equal to 456 minus 24, 432. So 54% is equal to 432. And if the minimum passing mark in the exam is 34%, then how much more marks did Seema score than minimum passing mark? Right. You are asked about difference. Fine. This is quantity 1 is 175. Keep it aside. 54 8 times 400, 4 8 times 32, 432. So how much is this? 8 times 34, 8 times 38 times 240, 8 4s 32, that is 272. So this is pass mark, but you are asked about difference marks obtained by Seema and pass mark. Seema got 456, so you need to calculate difference of 456 and then 272. Instead of 272, subtract 300 and add 28. Subtract 300, 156, add 28, that is 184. Quantity 2 is 184. Quantity 1 175. Quantity 2 is more than quantity 1. $59. A shopkeeper allows 2 successive discounts of 10% and 5% on the market price of an article, but charges a sales tax of 5% on the discounted price. If the customer pays 718.2 as including the sales tax, then what was the market price? Now, let's say market price is 100%. He allowed a discount of 10%, so it becomes 90 now. Again, there is a discount of 5%. 10% is 9. 5% is 4.5. So now it becomes 85.5. Now he is again charging 5% sales tax on this. discounted price. 10% is 8.55. 5% will be half of that, that is 4.75. 4.275. Now it becomes, he is charging that, you need to add, that becomes 89.775%, and which is given as 718.2. So this is near about 90, you can say. Let's add little bit more, it becomes 90. As you're adding little bit more, let's add little bit more here, it becomes 720. So 90% is equal to 720. How many times is this? 8 times. 100% is equal to 800. Quantity 1 is 800. ఇది తీసుకోవటంలో ఉంది, ఇక్కడ కొంచెం యాడ్ చేసాం, ఇక్కడ కూడా కొంచెం యాడ్ చేద్దాం, ఇది 720 అవుతుంది, ఇది 90 అవుతుంది. 90 720 100 ఎంత? 800. రౌండ్ ఫిగర్, సాటిస్ఫైడ్, అయిపోయింది. అనుమానాలు అక్కర్లా, అనుమానాలు ఉంటే చేసుకోండి కావాలంటే. నెక్స్ట్ quantity 2. A took 2 loans altogether, 1200 from B and C. B claims 14% simple interest, C claims 15% per annum. The total interest paid by A in 1 year is 172. The amount of A, the amount A borrowed from B is B. B is charging how much? 14%. What about 1%? 12. 14% in the sense 12 into 14. 12 into 14. 12 into 14 in the sense, wait a minute, you can treat 12 as 13 minus 1. This is 13 plus 1. 13 square minus 1. 169 minus 1. 168. This is interest obtained from scheme B. If the total amount is given by B, you would get 168 rupees. And how much is C charging? 15%. What is 10%? 120. 5% 60. So if it is total 15%, you will get 180. But how much is amount C paid, A paid? Total it is 172. Let's go for allegation. How much is difference? 8 and difference 4. That is in the ratio 2:1. Total how many parts? 3 parts. And from B he is taking 2 parts, and from C 1 part. So total money is 1200. 1200 is 3 parts. 1 part is 400. From B he is taking 2 parts, so that is 800. So this is 800. Both are same. You can go for allegation or even reverse method also. You can go for reverse method also. Next, one of the angle of a triangle is 2/3 of the sum of the adjacent side of parallelogram. This word is enough for me. That is enough for me to skip the question, because that's my weak area. I know that. Next question. 61. అంటే అది ఎందుకు చెప్పాను అర్థమైందా మీకు? ఏమర్థమైంది? నాకు ప్యారలలోగ్రామ్ గురించి తెలియదు అనేది అర్థం కాకూడదు, అది నేనే చెప్పా. You should understand and you should know what is your strong area and what is your weak area. Weak area గురించి క్వశ్చన్ వస్తే ఏం చేయాలో ఇమీడియట్గా చేసేయాలి. If the population, present population of a village is 32,500 and after 2 years it increases to 49,972, then what is the rate of increase per year? మన పర్సంటేజ్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో క్వశ్చన్ ఇది. మీరు కావాలంటే చూడండి, అక్కడ కూడా డాట్ ఉంటుంది, ఇక్కడ కూడా డాట్ ఉంది. ఇట్ షుడ్ బి కామా. యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 32,500 becomes 49,972. So there is increase of 14,472. Amma? Okay. 32. In that case, this is 17,472. Of this 50% is 16,250, but you have more than that. You have almost 1222 more. 1222. 1% is 325. 2% is 650. 4% is 1300. You have less than that. So this would be near about 3.5%. Total, that is 53.5%. Right? If it is first year 30%, second year you will get more than 30. That will be more than 60. But you have 53. This cannot be your answer. First year if you get 22%, second year you will get more than 22. Answer is 44, more than 44, but it is near about 54, far more than that. Yes or no? This cannot be your answer. If 22 cannot be your answer, 20 can never be your answer. First year if you get 27%, second year you will get more than 27, that will be more than 54, but you have less than 54. This cannot be your answer. First year if you get 24, second 4 కాదు కాబట్టి అదే ఆన్సర్. మీ అర్థం కోసం చెప్తున్నా. ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ 24, సెకండ్ ఇయర్ దట్ విల్ బి మోర్ దెన్ 24, దట్ విల్ బి మోర్ దెన్ 48. ఎస్, క్లోజ్ టు దట్. 48 and 53, near about 5%, close to that. This should be your answer. 62. In what time will a 360 meters long train running at a speed of 80 km per hour passes a man running at 8 km per hour in the same direction? When they are moving in same direction, you must go for relative speed, which is s1 minus s2. That is 72 km per hour converts to meter per second, 5/18. You are asked about time. Time is equal to distance by speed. When a train tries to cross a person, distance will be equal to train length, which is 360. 18 how many times? 4 times. 4 5s 20, 0 0 cancel, 36/2, 18 seconds. X bought some goods worth 16,000 and sold half of them at a profit of 25%. Half of them sold at 25% profit. What profit percent must he sell the rest of them so he has to make a total profit of 35%? Half of them sold at 25% profit, and you need to calculate the percentage of profit obtained on the remaining half, so that on the total, that is one part, on total they are expecting 35%. Take 2 LCM. You have 25 plus x is equal to 70. X is equal to how much? 45%. Basically this is not required. We have 2 parts. We have total 2 parts. One part already sold out. You're asked about second part. Overall you are expecting a profit of 35%. So that will be like 35% on first part and 35% on second part. Will give you 35% on total. This is already sold out. You're asked about this. So on this definitely you need 35%. This will be your final answer if you get 35% on this. But what is the profit obtained in first part? 25% only. But to make it 35%, you again need 10% more from this part. So that is total 45%. ఇక్కడ 35 వస్తే ఆన్సర్ 35, కానీ ఇక్కడ 25 వచ్చింది. అంటే 35 కంటే ఎంత తక్కువ వచ్చింది? 10. అది ఇప్పుడు దేని మీద రావాలి? దీని మీద రావాలి. 35 + 10, 45%. (64) 9 boys and 3 men working together can do 4 times as much work as per hour as a boy and a man can together. What will be the respective ratio of work done by a boy and a man for the given time? This is also same question given in our material. 9 boys and 3 men can do 4 times as much as a man and a boy can do. We have 3 men here, 4 men there. That is 1 man, 4 boys, 9 boys. Difference 5 boys. Boy to men ratio, 5 goes to right hand side, that becomes 1/5. Ratio is 1:5. $65. Two girls starting from the same place are at a distance of 47.4 kilometers after running for 3 hours in opposite direction. After 3 hours, if the distance between two girls is 47.4 per hour, as they are moving in opposite direction, distance between two girls after 1 hour is 47.4 by 3. How much is this? 15.8 kilometers. After 1 hour, there will be only 15.8 kilometers distance. Yes or no? As they are both, if you treat this as starting point, both are moving in opposite direction. And if the speed of the one girl is 9 km per hour, from here, if one girl is moving in this direction, she can cover 9 kilometers in 1 hour. But after 1 hour, distance between two girls is 15.8. So second girl should cover 6.8 kilometers per hour. Speed of the second girl is 6.8 kilometers per hour. I'll stop here.